Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherie. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video today. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the movie Bad Boys 3 with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So let's get started. So finally, we have Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life. It's the third installment of the trilogy. Well, we now have a trilogy of the Bad Boys franchise. And I was excited. I enjoy their movies, the Bad Boys movie series. My favorite one, out of having watched Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3, I think that 2 is still my favorite. 2 is still my favorite. The overall, well, let me just go through what are all my notes first before I give my overall, ratings and everything. So I was kind of nervous as well. Some other people mentioned, it was a January release date, and usually Will Smith, who has had a long, stretch of being this blockbuster star, which, blockbuster movies, they're not releasing anything anymore, but, those big action movies are usually released during the summer. So you get like May, June, July, even April sometime. I think the first one may have been released in April. But it's usually like June, July, May, June, July is when we get those big action movies. But this movie came out in January, leading into the MLK weekend. So the first one was released in 1995. The second one was released in 2003. And then we have Bad Boys 3 at 2020. So between the second one and the third one, we have 17 years, which is a long time because we see it on the screen that they are older and they look a little bit tired, especially Marty. Oh, Marty. But Martin was funny. Like, I was so concerned about Martin in this film. And yes, before I go any further, spoilers. If you have not watched the movie, do not continue watching, okay? X out and then come back and we can talk together when you watch. But do not, I'm telling you right now, I'm sharing spoilers. I don't know how to review movies and shows without giving spoilers. So watch the movie first, and then, so like this probably will be uploaded on Monday, to give people time to go see it over the weekend or whatever. So yeah, that was a long time. I felt like they should have released 3. Let's see, if 2 came out in 2003, the third one should have came out around 2010. That would have been a good amount of time. That would have been giving them a 7-year period. Even if they did it in 2008, but 17 years, that's a long time. Between 1995 and 2020 is just the whole trilogy. So that was a lot of time. But they did have a solid script. Like, I was worried about the storyline and what they were going to do. But, the whole storyline with somebody, Martin being retired and, and I'm just going to say Martin and Will because, yeah, Marcus and Mike Laurie, but Martin and Will. So Martin is retired. Will is still out there living his best life. And they're bringing in like a new, high, tech-based department with some younger people. And he's trying to adjust to that. But yeah, the whole script thing about him, somebody trying to kill him from his past, and him having a child with a witch, which was very funny. Like that whole scene with Martin on the plane asking him, well, how you gonna sleep unprotected, just raw with the witch? Like, who's out there having unprotected sex with the witch? Clearly, Mike Laurie is. Mike Laurie. But yeah, so this storyline was a solid storyline. They included the iconic shots of, Will still putting on that jacket. He still got that going on, so he looked really, really good doing that. The plane shot over the Miami sign. Also the 360 shot of, they'll get up and the camera pan around them. So all those iconic shots from the previous movies, they included those as well. The action was there. I think Jerry Bruckheimer, who's known for a lot of action movies, I think he did a lot of the Transformers. Like, he's a very popular producer. And did he do the first one? I can't remember who produced and direct the first and the second one. But, you know, Jerry Bruckheimer is known for great action movies. So, yeah, the action is not lacking. They did a really good job with that. I also enjoyed seeing Reggie, you know, from Bad Boys 2 when he showed up to the door. I enjoyed seeing him, and they got married and had a little baby. So now, you know, Marcus is a pop, and that was just cute to see. And Reggie still, you know, looks the same. But, you know, the daughter, I can't remember how she looks, but yeah, they're married. So that was good to see. The whole thing with Will having a son, and, you know, they go through the whole thing. This is a setup, I believe, possible setup, and for phase 2 of the Bad Boys series. Now, if they were smart, I don't want to see this becoming like the Fast and Furious. Yeah, I don't want to see that turn into that where it just becomes bonkers and you got 10 movies down the line. If they were smart, and I want my production and development check if y'all take my ideas, people. If they were smart, they could continue it, but leave Laurie, I can't. So leave Will and Martin out of it. They could make like cameos maybe, but don't have the whole storyline based on those characters. Have, you know, Will's son and a new partner come in, and them working with the new, you know, team that they showed us in this film, and they go on, you know, maybe to make like 2 more films after this. But I think they should just wrap it up right here. Like put a neat little nice bow right here. It will be perfect, you know. But if people see the money, if people still continue to go, they're going to continue to make those movies just like Fast and Furious is continuing to be made. So, but there is a possibility for a phase 2 of this series. I don't want them to do it, but it's there. Yeah. So the last 2 things I had was like, you know, they, like I said before, they look older. They looked like Martin is barely holding on, and even Will at some point is just like, sir, what's going on? But I like the new crew as well, like the new characters, especially the big guy who was doing all the tech, and he just, you know, kind of like Hulkish, trying to control his anger, because you don't, stuff might go down if I lose control of my temper. I like those characters, so I'm going back and forth with whether I want to see them again or not. But I like that whole new crew. I really did. But yeah, that overall, and here's my overall. Overall, I thought it was a really solid film. I don't have anything really bad to say about the film or any. Yeah, I thought overall it was a really good movie. I think I would give it like, what would I give it on a star system? I would give it 4 out of 5. Yeah, I think I would give it 4 out of 5. It was a solid movie. There were people mentioning that they didn't like it. I liked it, you know. I enjoyed it, so I would give it 4. You know, I'm going back between 4 and 3.5. Let's go 3.5. Okay, that's final answer. 3.5. Yeah, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So, but I think I would suggest that you go see it. I think it's a really good movie. So, yeah, I think that is it. What, if you saw the film, what did you think of it? Did you like it? What didn't you like? Would you like for people to, would you just suggest that other people go see it? Again, well, the people, if you haven't seen it, they wouldn't be watching. But so yeah, let's just scrap that. Tell us what you liked and didn't like about the film. Because if you're in here and did not watch, I told you already to get out. So not following directions, that's your problem. So yeah, let's chat in the comments below about the movie. And I think that is it. That is a wrap for Bad Boys 3. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.